So, last Friday night was our usual poker night at Tom's place. You know the drill, a couple of overcooked pizzas, cold beers, and the occasional ego bruising from a bad bluff. We had all just settled in when Bob, with his characteristic flair for drama, announced that he'd taken up magic. Naturally, we were all skeptical, Bob being the kind of guy who once got lost in his own backyard. But he insisted on showing us a trick, and we thought, what's the worst that could happen? Famous last words. Bob reached into his backpack and pulled out a pristine deck of cards, clearly savoring the attention. He shuffled them with surprising skill, considering he once fumbled an entire bowl of nachos onto Tom's pristine white carpet. We watched, half impressed and half expecting disaster, as Bob claimed he could make the entire deck disappear. He waved his hands dramatically, mumbled a few words that sounded suspiciously like the ingredients of a taco recipe, and poof, the deck vanished into thin air. We all sat there, stunned, our jaws as slack as a broken hinge. Of course, the disappearance of the deck left us in a bit of a pickle. With no cards, our poker night was in jeopardy. Someone suggested playing Uno, but naturally, no one had a deck on hand. That's when Tom, ever the improviser, grabbed a stack of napkins and started scribbling numbers and colors on them. Before we knew it, we had a makeshift Uno deck, and the game was on. It was chaos, trying to decipher Tom's handwriting, which looked like a chicken's drunken attempt at calligraphy, but it was a blast. As the night wore on and the napkin pile dwindled, we realized we were having more fun than we ever did with the actual cards. Just as I was about to win with a spectacular draw 4, Bob, still smug from his earlier triumph, casually mentioned he'd forgotten where he learned the trick. Turns out, he'd accidentally joined a disappearing act class thinking it was a course on card counting. And that's how our poker night turned into a disappearing act itself, except we were the ones left counting napkins.